Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I want to share a little unboxing with you guys. But before I do, I want to share with you guys, not really like super important or anything, but I actually just sold this knife on nafsale.com. I don't get anything to talk good about nafsale.com, but I have sold many knives at this point. Ones that are my personal collection, ones that I bought for review purposes, didn't really intend to keep, not with the intention of flipping or anything like that, but basically if I were to go and buy a knife, I take it, do my typical testing, sharpen it, and keep it in the best condition possible, and then sell it at a discounted rate. And usually people are more than happy to pick things up, and especially being as transparent as I am, having the channel, having the stuff on Instagram, I got nothing to hide, really. I'm not trying to flip stuff and make like a huge profit. There is one knife that I will only let it go for more than what I got it for, because it is so absolutely rare at the moment, but that's a different story. Anyway, somebody like literally just bought this right before starting to set up for a recording. This is my Convict version 2. This is a knife that I gave a pretty shitty review to, mainly because of the original thumb studs that were on here. I went ahead and purchased some titanium thumb studs, and I color matched it with the rest of the knife. So now there's this kind of iridescent purpley blue, and it's slightly polished. So I did all the modification work myself. Of course, I did my typical heavy acid stonewash and put a ridiculously wonderful edge on there. The only reason why I'm getting rid of this knife, it's because honestly I just need the funds. But if that wasn't the case, honestly this would be almost a forever keeper knife. This thing is just stupidly smooth, and honestly there's a Concept came out with a budget version of this that's like G10 scales, 154 cm blade material, and it has a hole instead of studs, and I think that was the much better route to go. But this thing, I mean, if they sold it as similar to this configuration, honestly, like this is a winner of a knife. So great for whoever picked it up. You know who you are. You're gonna get just a stupidly slick knife. This thing is just incredible. Sad to see it go, but you know what, I'm sure it's gonna go to a wonderful new owner. So it'll be packed up. Of course I don't have the original box and stuff, I usually toss that stuff, but it'll be packed up tonight and hopefully shipped out tomorrow throughout my day. This was my carry for today, the knife that I did the scale dyeing. This was G10 scales, and I did my own little RIT synthetic dye job on this. We're gonna use this to get into this. Where do I start? Oh, probably down over here where there's tape. Does it open like this? Does it open like that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, what do we got here? We got a Divo knife and stuff. Okay, so there's the rest of it. I was like, what the hell is this thing? Okay, so it just came off. Cool, we got a little Divo pin. I'll probably have to take some pliers to that or something, because it just comes off. Yeah, whatever, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So there's that cool little pin. I'll see if I could fix that, because that's not even staying together. And here's a random, maybe for pocket clip. It's not a pivot screw, no way. Looks a little weird. Oh, and the sticker, the My Little Pony sticker. Yeah, it's going on the sticker table. All right. Let's get into this. Almost 5 minutes in. Let's get into this. We got some candy, and here we have the stout mini stout, pony stout, whatever you want to call it. This configuration that you see in front of you. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. This configuration that you see in front of you is the stonewashed blade hardware liners. and blue micarta. The saturation of color on the micarta is excellent. It is wonderful. There's oil just like drenched on this thing, so I'll just go ahead and clean it up in a second. What is that? Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Usually the blade steel stamp is on the blade itself, right? I mean, it could have been, you know, like right there, how it typically is, maybe on this side, on the show side, but it's nice that they've kept this knife pretty darn sterile for the most part. You have the pivot with the logo. So I like the logo. I like, you know, how it looks and stuff. On their premium models, they do offer a blank one with a whole new set of hardware, but this is a sub $100 knife. And on this channel, under $100 is considered a budget knife, and this is well under that. I believe it's around like 75 bucks. There are discount codes floating around. Kevin from Lefty EDC, the designer, and also Colin Mason Pierre, also the other half of Divo Knives, they have a discount code that you can use on White Mountain Knives. I believe this is White Mountain Knives exclusive. There are a couple different variations. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a blackwash version of this, and I was very tempted to get that one, but I wanted to get this one because I've been getting a lot of black stuff lately, and I just wanted to get something else. But dude, the action on this thing is really sweet. I need to clean this thing up because this feels like it was just like drenched in baby oil. It is a very just oily all over, super oily. Once I dry it up, I'm sure I'll be able to get a little bit of a better grip on this thing. But lock up, solid, side to side, nothing there. That's good. Detent, no movement. That is beautiful. I believe this is being OEM'd by QSP or Kubi. I think it's QSP. I'm pretty sure it's QSP. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, this thing's good to go. Perfectly centered. The finish on the blade itself, it's nice and consistent. It looks like it's super polished, but I think also this might be some of the oil that's on it. It's making it a little bit brighter than it actually is. But the grain structure of the actual stone wash, it is beautiful. I love that. That's really, really nice. I like that a lot. And we'll check out that edge in just a sec. I have some printer paper that we can just go crazy on. Those look to be T8. I think this is a full T8 knife. Wow, what a concept. Who would have ever thought of that? Hint, hint, every knife manufacturer that still thinks T6 is a good idea to exist on models in 2023. Let me not even start with that. Let me get a piece of paper. Alrighty. I literally just got home and gotta get ready to go out to dinner, but I couldn't let this thing just sit around. I even pulled out a handful of size comparison knives because this is a schmedium knife, and that's what I'm all about. I love this size of knife. 3 inches of cutting edge or under. It's more than I honestly really need. And the Exxon Mini, it's one of the smallest knives that, you know, makes it into that category. And it's even smaller than this, but the actual cutting edge is honestly exactly the same, which is awesome. But of course, the pony style is going to be a little bit more hand feeling. It's taller, it's a little bit wider, and also the micarta scales, they're not flat, they're contoured. That's nice. I really like that. All right, enough gum flapping. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. That is really nice. This is super, super grabby. That is just wonderful. I don't want to do too hard because this is my typical surface for reviewing and whatnot. Man, that is good. I am very excited to take this to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna be going through a lot of stuff. I got a bunch of displays and whatnot to make, and a lot of cardboard and crap to go through. But before I go, let's get the weight on this real quick and some size comparisons of just a handful of knives. Not my typical size comparison knives, but just for fun. 3 ounces, that's just perfect. It really can't get any better than that. It would have honestly surprised me if it was any lighter than that. So here is Pony Stout. You guys saw it with the Vero Axon Mini. Let's do Bridgeport Knives 395 right above. Cool, cool. Let's try to get this a little bit more centered. Let's see. Cubis variant PE2. I got a PE3 on the way. It's a frame lock with 20 CV blade. Also hollow ground on that one. This one's flat ground. I'm very excited for that. Let's do 2 more here. We have the Warney Pyrite button lock in steel. I'm waiting for the titanium one. I'm curious, has anybody out there thought of buying the titanium pyrite and then putting this blade on there? That needs to happen. I hope that that's an actual thing, that it works. And this right here, last knife, is the MBK Monterey Bay Knives Warney Mini Old Guard. So a bunch of knives that share a lot of the same similarities, as in a couple blade length dimensions and stuff like that. Pyrite's going to be the largest one, and the Axon Mini, I believe, is going to be the shortest. It's just a little guy. Let's see if we could fit all these guys in there just for fun. Why not? I got some time before I gotta get ready. That's beautiful. All right, that is pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. I know I definitely did. I'm super excited to start using this at work tomorrow. Kevin, Colin, you guys are amazing as always, putting out good stuff. I'm gonna go broke because of you guys. Whatever, not a big deal. You know, you'll be contacted by my wife eventually. But if you guys are subscribed, I most definitely appreciate all your guys' support and your patience, of course. As you know, I've been working a crap ton at my day job, and just gotta make that money while the hours are here. I gotta keep going. As tired as I am, I can't stop. I can't afford to stop. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be linking down what I can in the description. I hope these are still available. I will put it again down in the description. Alrighty, bye.